So a few days ago, Valve decided to change their workshop on the Steam page so that mods would be monetized, meaning that there would be a price bracket for the mod that you were downloading. You would have to pay either a minimum or maximum or anywhere in between value for that mod. And people hated it. People fucking hated it. I have never seen Valve do anything this unliked before, probably in my entire life. And this probably is one of their less good ideas. Honestly, it was a very shitty idea. It was really stupid. And they quickly backpedaled. How long has it been until they took it off? Not very long. It took almost no time whatsoever for Valve to completely back off, and now mods on the workshop are completely free once again. But I think this brings about a very interesting question, at least if you ask me, on the idea of should mod makers receive money either directly or indirectly for the work they do in creating mods, for creating a community, help putting things into a community around a game, making a game what it should be, making a game something completely different. And I think this does raise this really interesting question, a question I'd like to prattle on about, because I do think it's a very interesting topic. Things like YouTube created a massive community, and then they came up with the brilliant idea of not directly monetizing content, where if you want to view the content, you must pay for it, and if you don't pay for it, then you do not get the content. What they decided to do was if you want to monetize your content, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And you can also, instead of directly paying for it, you can put an ad, so that for each view you get a certain amount of money. This is a very interesting thing, at least in my opinion. It's a very good idea, and I think it can be very easily done on, definitely not on Steam, but on a website such as Mod Nexus or Nexus Mods, where they already have a subscription plan and they already have ads. So what they could do is maybe add one more ad. And then, depending on the amount of downloads, depending on the size of the content, probably not, maybe depending on the amount of downloads something gets, then you will get a certain amount of money for those downloads. I think that's a pretty interesting system. And I hope that this raises a question, and it doesn't become this partisan or political issue where a person either becomes for monetizing mods or against monetizing mods. I hope that we keep a level of nuance in this discussion. I really do. So that we can have something like that, where mods could be completely free. Where if you wish to donate to the mod maker, you can. And it's completely free for the download, but if you want to donate to the mod maker, you completely can. But the mod maker will get a certain amount of ad revenue, per se, from the page, because they are drawing attention to the page with their mod. I mean, some mods on the Nexus have millions of downloads. And I think, they drew a lot of traffic. They gave a lot of ad revenue to Nexus. So I hope maybe, if any of you guys out there work for Nexus or know anything about them or help work for them, kind of pass this idea along, because I do think if we give mod makers that financial incentive, then there will be more higher quality mods. And that's what I want. I want mods to remain directly free, where you can go on and download them. But I also want mod makers to get a certain amount of revenue. And I think this system of adding one more ad to the Nexus page, and then allowing, or however much, or adding an ad to the categories list or something like that, so that mod makers can get a certain amount of that ad revenue. I think this will be a really good system, so that, hell, maybe even eventually we'll have what's on YouTube, where you have professional mod makers, where they will work on the mod and that is their job. I think that would be an amazing system, so that mods are still free, and mod makers get a slice of revenue, so that they can continue to work and work more diligently on making good, high-quality mods. Thank you very much for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, share everywhere. Stop by my Twitch page. I've been streaming Skyrim. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty fun. I'll probably be streaming Skyrim probably until The Witcher 3 comes out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.